Hey third grader, as you already know, I'm Miss Albright and I'm going to be your third grade homeroom teacher this year. I'm so excited for the first day of school on Wednesday, but I wanted to take the opportunity before then to read you a book. This book is one of my favorites for the beginning of the school year. It's called The Exceptionally, Extraordinarily Ordinary First Day of School, and it's by Albert Lorenz. I'm excited to see if our first day is going to be anything like this book. If you're not able to see the pictures as closely as you'd like, we'll have this book available in the classroom for you to look at. Welcome back to school, everyone, said Miss Dewey, the librarian. What do you think about the new murals that were finished over the summer? Before we discuss them, let's all welcome your new classmate. John, where did you move from, and how do you like our school so far? Well, I come from pretty far away. We had to travel down crocodile-infested rivers, fly in a hot air balloon across a vast jungle filled with wild beasts, and then hire a car to get here, said John. But I like it. It's ordinary enough. That's what my family's looking for. Ordinary. So ordinary just means normal. This is pretty similar to my old school, especially after my uncle painted these murals. Did he? Asked Miss Dewey. They seem so lifelike. Tell us, what was an ordinary day like at your old school? Well, here I walked to school, whereas before I had to take the bus. It was always a rowdy scene. This place looks pretty new, continued John. My old school was really old and kind of a hangout for ravens. It could be sort of messy. Our teachers welcomed us on the first day of school, just like here, but sometimes they made us sort of nervous. All the growling and lip smacking, there was always a kid or two who went missing. Who didn't come back for a day or two. You mean they transferred? Asked Miss Dewey. You could call it that, said John. We call it passing on. What kind of classes did you take, John? Asked Miss Dewey with a puzzled look on her face. She was a little bit confused. Well, in our natural science class, continued John, we saw a lot of nature close up. Extremely close up, because Mr. Origins didn't believe in cages. We had to be careful not to get droppings on our test. Ooh. History was my favorite class, said John. Mrs. Oldentime said the best way to understand history was to meet and talk to people who made it. She introduced us to a lot of people. In band, continued John, the music seemed to come to life, and the instruments too. So it seems like all of these paintings and murals are really coming to life. And what about the food in the cafeteria? Asked a kid. Delicious, exclaimed John, though sometimes sort of sad because we might eat what we studied in science that day. And on today's menu, a few of the items were bug salad with crunchy squiggle worms or fishgetti. Ugh, that doesn't sound too good to me. And what did you study in English class? Asked Miss Dewey with a frown. English was always rockin', answered John. The characters and places flew off the pages. Sometimes they would rearrange themselves in the stories, though, and that made test time kind of hard. Computer class was pretty basic, said John. Just programming and stuff. During recess, continued John, we would race horses, bungee jump, and parasail. It was great fun. Could you imagine being able to do that stuff at our recess? Miss Modish, our art teacher, believed in freestyle art, said John, which always made a big splash on parent night. Once a year we went on a field trip, said John. We went on one last year, said a girl sitting nearby, to the zoo. Oh, that sounds like fun, responded John. We never went places with animals or anything interesting like that. But if you can see where he is, he's on the moon. Now that would be a cool field trip. Well, John, what an extraordinary place your old school was, said Miss Dewey. It was too extraordinary, said John. I'm game for just plain ordinary. Uh-oh, I don't think my uncle agrees with me. When school was out, John walked home just like the other ordinary students, though a lot of them appeared to be running pretty fast. How was your first day, honey? Did they like Uncle Fresco's murals? Asked his mom. They did at first, I think. The librarian wanted me to tell everybody about my old school, said John. Well, did you tell her in the class what a nice school it was? Asked his mom. I tried, but Miss Dewey and the kids suddenly all ran away. Can't Uncle Fresco paint a still life sometimes? And a still life painting is just one that doesn't come to life. It's like a regular painting that you would see. And that's the end of the book. As you can see in the book, there were some speech bubbles and there were also vocabulary words on this side of the pages. So like I said before, you will be able to look at this book more closely on Wednesday. I can't wait to see you all then. I hope you have a great last day of summer. And like I said, I look forward to seeing you then. Bye.